Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Bill here again, and I just wanted to cover the 3 callouts I posted towards the end of the day today. I'm going to start with TXN, since that was the first one called out. So TXN's been on my watch for a while. Sorry for all the extra lines everywhere. I've been doing a lot of drawing and explaining for a lot of people, but the big census, though, for the TA is, one, we're on and the reason this line's so thick, as here I'll show you, is it's a very, very big, important line, as you can see. I went down to a time frame and I made sure I put the right line, but so on the bigger time frame here on the daily, you could see TXN's holding that trend line too with the bullish engulfing. So this green line here was just the control point. So I just grabbed the 50% of this candle here and I get a good level. So that's kind of like what a really good stop loss level would be for any part of this trade. And as you can see, TXN's actually pumping end of day, it looks like. Yeah, it's trying to get over high of day. But the whole trade is just to sit above that. That's me getting into the trade that gives me the confidence, because that's the control point of the previous day. But as you can see, we have a lot of really good targets here. And the reason I came back through with the late messages said loose stop loss. If you see right here where my cursor is, this is kind of like the outside of the support. So that's what I mean by a more loose support. So if you do want to end up holding, you can end up holding through that. That has helped a lot of people hold through weird next day openings, because sometimes with these swing trades, you'll get a next day open red and it'll just go against you. But it'll end up closing higher or not as bad, but that's just because that's market makers trying to get you to sell off, in the morning or just overall market wise. So kind of got to watch out for that. But you'll see me post more info about that as I make more of these videos. But that's the TXN analysis. We have a couple gaps up there. It's the couple targets I'm aiming for. These are the bigger targets over time, of course, so you'll have more callouts for those. But for now, we're trying to just get back up to up here, back to that spot. So that's what I'm aiming for TXN in the short term. Let's go to JKS. JKS actually relates to solar. As you can see, the solar ETF is on a historic trend line, just like on TXN. You can see price is currently bouncing off of it with a very strong candle. I was already watching it here with this kind of forming a base here, and I've been watching it for a good few weeks now, and it's just been kind of cascading down. But it finally got to that trend line and very good Fibonacci levels, so going to be looking for that to pull back up very soon. And as you can see, it's actually closing higher than when I called it out, so let's look even better than when we got in. So good job. But that's why that relates to the JKS play, because that's the ETF for solar. But I went over here to my left, mark a bunch of emerging candles, and I end up getting us a really good support. So this is a very good spot to find bullish candles. And as you can see, we have a nice bullish harami with a very nice size wick right here, but even better, a next day bullish engulfing. So JKS, very bullish, looking to at least reach that top trend line. And let's check out LUMN. And this one right here is really awesome, because I didn't realize, but the options chain is super, super cheap. That contract was like $20, so definitely okay to take that risk for even like $650 accounts, $700 accounts, $800 accounts. This will be less than 10% of your account, so this will be perfect for you type accounts. But as you can see here, bearish engulfing against a very good spot to see a bearish engulfing. Like I said before, you never want to just play patterns. Okay, so let's say in this scenario we have price moving up. Where am I going to want to find bearish and bullish patterns at? I'm going to want to find bullish patterns at these spots, and we're going to want to find bearish patterns at these spots. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm playing off of here, playing the risk reward of it being against a very, very historic good spot right here. As you can see, there's actually a gap range resistance right here that we're rejecting, and we filled. We went up and we hit it. So that's okay. It doesn't always have to be a body that fills it. Price went up and hit it, so I really am taking the good risk reward on this high probability setup that I think will come back down and at least reach these 1370s, and which will be not in the money, but our contracts will be up very nice. We have the 13 strike, so we probably won't go in the money, but on all 3 of these plays we have June 18, so we have a lot of time on all of this. So we have a lot of good decision making. That's the most important lesson I want to teach everyone, is decision making. Okay, so you don't have a lot of decision time if you have a contract that's due this week or next week. Okay, these are time decaying assets. Don't forget that. So you always want to have that amount of time to give you more decision, so I can play my more loose stop losses. Damn, English is hard today. But yeah, so hopefully this video has helped a few people. And as you can see, TXN also moving higher. So I'm glad to see all of our plays moving higher and closing above new highs of days. That's a very good sign. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Hope you guys like this.